Now that Sarada is a Chunin, she officially becomes the captain of Team 7, and they team up with Konohamaru one last time to take down the legendary bandit Hyogo, the man of 100 faces.
Who?
Powerful Nerdcast assemble! Stay dandy, baby. It's Boruto anime time, baby, and it's a very special episode where Sarada officially steps up to be the captain of Team 7, which means Konohamaru is officially no longer going to have to watch these children, but it ends up being kind of a bittersweet episode, as it is kind of a send-off for that team. However, the episode was not perfect in my opinion. In fact, it was painfully average in my opinion, and we'll get to that. But before we do, I would like to ask all of you, if you're liking my videos, my content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you are already subscribed, you should know to hit that bell button. It's going to let you know when all of my videos are officially released. It'll give you a little notification so that you can check that out. And of course, if you do like this video, please go ahead, smash like button, helps out a lot. You could also consider checking out my Patreon page where you can make a small monthly donation. I would love to add your name to this list of all of these super kick-ass people that you see right here, the producers of Ace Guru. But this is it, the send-off for Team 7. Konohamaru is no longer going to be the leader of the team now that Sarada has officially become a Chunin. And of course, as you can imagine, there is a little bit of tension amongst the group with Sarada having to step up and the fact that they do feel a little bad for Konohamaru, but they still want everything to go out with a bang. They want to spend some time with their teacher. The problem is he ends up going on a mission with Mirai, which ends up going completely south as they run into the greatest threat in the Naruto franchise, bandits.
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
Bandits are absolutely the worst thing in the entire Naruto franchise. They're the worst villains possible, they're the most generic, they're the most boring, and they're usually there for one purpose: filler. Now let me get one thing straight, this episode was not terrible. It was just kind of average, and it's one of those episodes where you're going to have to suspend your sense of disbelief for all of those ridiculous and dumb things that actually end up happening. Basically, like I said, this entire episode revolves around Konohamaru and Mirai escorting these two people to this mysterious village, which has been taken over by this guy who goes by the name of Hyogo, some legendary bandit who has the moniker of the Man of 100 Faces, something that we never get to see anything of, and apparently he's an ex-member of Hidden Grass. Remember that village? Not a lot of people do. But apparently Konohamaru, a very competent Jonin who is thrown down with some incredibly powerful ninja over the course of the series, ends up getting beaten up and captured by these guys, and Mirai ends up getting poisoned and literally has no dialogue throughout the course of the entire episode. And this means that the brand new Team 7, led by Sarada, are going to have to go and save the day. They end up finding the village, infiltrating it, taking out the bad guys, having one more final awesome coup de grace moment with Konohamaru, and that's pretty much it. There are definitely some highlights from this episode. I like the fact that when Sarada and Team 7 arrive at this village, Boruto actually utilizes the sexy jutsu to try and catch Hyogo's men off guard while they suddenly have all of this mist come in and they just start taking them out ninja style, which is pretty freaking awesome. There's even a really great moment too where they actually allow Konohamaru to give out the orders just like the old days as they have their one big final mission together. I even loved the moment where Boruto and Sarada teamed up with Konohamaru and Sarada somehow learned to use wind nature styled attacks, I don't know, but they end up sending Konohamaru flying and he ends up taking out Hyogo with the most ridiculously overpowered Rasengan ever, pretty much just wrecking this dude's shit. And that's it. Konohamaru gives some words of wisdom to Sarada and the rest of the team as they prepare for the next journey of their shinobi lives, with Sarada being the leader of the team and hoping that eventually Boruto and Mitsuki will join her in the ranks someday. What is really cool, and probably my favorite part of the episode, is the very end where we get to see that all of the young shinobi who won in the Chunin exams actually wear their vests for the very first time, including Sarada, which is really awesome. But by the end of the episode, she takes it off and she's back to normal. I guess this is going to be like the Shikadai situation where she's not going to wear her vest until the other members of her team become Chunins, and who knows when that's going to happen. I mean, we know it's probably not going to happen for a while because the scene at the very beginning of the series where Boruto and Kawaki are fighting, neither of them are wearing vests. So what's the rundown on this episode of Boruto Naruto Next Generations? I simply just don't have that much to say about this episode. For me, it was just kind of average. It did serve a purpose, however. It was to show that while Konohamaru might be gone and might not be the leader of the team anymore, they are in a good place. They are competent, they are strong, they've evolved a lot from where they were at the very beginning of the series. They truly are a strong shinobi team here, and I think that Sarada is going to be a great leader. In fact, one of the biggest things about her character is that she wants to be Hokage, and this is just another stepping stone to seeing her actually get there. Now she's not only going to have to work with her team, she's going to have to lead them, and I have a feeling she's going to be a very competent leader. So I can't wait to see some of the new stories that they're going to come up with her actually being the leader, and some of the tension that's probably actually going to come from it. And that's really what this episode was all about, just reminding us of the dynamic of this team and how far they've come, and in that sense, I do think that it went really well, and it was actually kind of emotional seeing Konohamaru get teared up over the fact that he's not going to be the leader of the team. I do love the moment at the end where he decides to take a picture with them. That just seems to be sort of like a tradition in the series, like we saw with the other original Team 7 as well. So yes, I liked that moment. It even got me a little choked up. What I didn't like about this episode was just the stupid lame villains, which this franchise has in droves. I mean, it has really great villains, the ones that are developed in the actual like manga and everything, but every time they drew these just random, stupid, boringly designed bandit type characters, they always just end up taking the wind out of my sails. It didn't completely destroy this episode, but it was just not very fun. I mean, there was nothing special about this guy called Hyogo of the 100 Faces, who did nothing but stand around the entire time and was claiming that he was an interrogation expert, which amounted to one of his goons just punching Konohamaru in the face over and over again. Konohamaru has gone through a lot worse than this, and it was a little embarrassing to see him get caught by these incredibly lame characters. I don't know, that's just the way it is. Again, if anything, they were a vehicle for having this final moment for Team 7, and in that sense, it did kind of work, but this episode is not going to blow anyone away. But again, it is one of those episodes that I think if you are following the franchise, is a good episode to watch, if only to see the final moments between these characters as an official team. There's more promise in the future that they're going to team up with Konohamaru, and I'd like to see more of Konohamaru, because the dude's freaking awesome. Like I said, he's done a lot of really great things in the Boruto anime series, and I've loved seeing his growth and development since he was just an annoying little kid way back in the original Naruto anime series, and I hope we get to see more of that. It is just kind of lame that he got beaten by all of these really dumb villains, but at least, you know, his students came in and helped him out in a pretty cool way. Otherwise, that's it. I don't have much more to say about this episode. To me, just kind of average. A 3 out of 5 from me, but I'd really love to get your thoughts about it, and you guys can tell me in the comments section below what you thought about the latest episode of Boruto Naruto Next Generations. What did you think of the big final moment of this Team 7 group? What did you think about finally seeing Sarada wear that Chunin vest? Is she going to wear it again anytime soon? And what do you hope to see from the rest of the Boruto Naruto Next Generations anime series? Thank you guys so much for watching this review. I'll see you all next time, and as always, stay down there, baby.